Scott Carty, Seattle, Washington, KOMO, and also America's Funniest Home Videos. I'm trying to become the next host.
Oh, nice.
So I hope to introduce some really good videos of people, you know, at camps and camping. And
We could fall backwards into the creek or into the river right now. That would be
Please do.
hilarious.
You're going to see Bob's and Ferrell fall back into
Whoa.
the creek. And then we'll do that in post. You guys, listen, I liked the first Planes. Can't say I loved it.
Yep.
I can say I love this one.
Oh,
That's great.
The story is so much deeper, so much richer with those characters too. That had to have been fun to put all together.
Well, we got to build on what Clay had done in the first film and take that character and everything he'd done to make that film so great with all the flight and all the consultants he had used in that film. We were able to build on that in this film. So many of the things from this film came from that movie. You know, the crop duster that Dusty is based on in real life is used in Wildfire Air Attack. So there was a natural entry for Dusty into this story. And if you, as a racing plane, that plane had pushed your engine that hard, you would have damaged it. So the idea that he finds out he's damaged it to the point where he may never race again also sort of was born out of the first film.
Well, we all mess up our gearbox at some point in our life,
for sure.
don't we? I mean, for crying out loud.
That's the theme.
Yeah. But the visuals also. I mean, clearly you guys did some serious homework on this.
Yes.
To bring a touch of Yosemite into it.
Yeah. We spent a lot of time here, Yosemite and Yellowstone. Piston Peak National Park, which is our national park in our movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of a mishmash of the two parks together. But we spent a lot of time here taking lots of pictures, getting inspired by a lot of the key elements in both the parks to bringing truth and reality to our own park.
I mean, we went out to the air attack bases and to meet the firefighters, and that was an amazing experience. Because in California, for example, there are or in the U.S. there are over 50,000 wildfires a year, and these guys and gals are out there putting them out every day, and you don't hear about it unless it gets out of control or property is lost. So to be able to sort of go out and meet them and then make a film that does right by them was really, was a great experience.
And we get a lot of wildfires up in the Northwest because we've got a lot of trees and everything like this as well.
You've got trees up there.
We have
right?
trees, and we have planes.
Yes, there you go.
We make a lot of planes up in Seattle.
There you go.
You're right.
So with taking this franchise then, if you guys were to say, okay, crystal ball, we've done the plane racing, now we've done fire and rescue. In that crystal ball, do you see planes, the Great Northwest?
Well, we'll write that down. You're right. You're right. I mean,
you could fly around the Space Needle,
It would be awesome.
fly with eagles, get some fish.
It's right. If we could find the story. I mean, we're a series-based franchise, so we like the first time we build a world and then we build stories off those worlds. So, like we did with this one, it was a natural segue with Dusty's life to go from where he was as a racer into firefighting. And but we don't. That's the one thing we don't like to rush a story. So until we find the right story,
Let's
that's
not rush
when
into it.
Yeah.
I believe that's their kind way of saying, great idea, Scott. I'll talk to you later.
Well, I'm writing that down right now, Scott.
All right,
Right there.
let me make my next pitch because I do voiceover as well.
Okay.
And when you guys get these actors in there, I mean,
Yes.
having Dane Cook and Julie Bowen and Ed Harris,
Yeah.
most of the time they're not together, right?
Most of the time.
Which is, for anybody, just the average fan
Yes.
watching and hearing this, that is amazing. For somebody who actually does that for a living, really incredible. Because of how well they make it sound. I mean, they make it sound like they're there with each other.
Well, first is from them because you really have to put your kudos on the actor because it is really hard work. Because you're right, you're alone, you're in a booth, an isolation booth. You're
Talking to yourself.
You have to be in a small box. You have to stay on mic. You can't really react, and you don't have another actor right next to you like if you're in live action. So you really have to bring your game every time and recreate and really own that character. And it's tough.
What we try to do is cast the roles with people who are naturally going to embody the character. So for example, we have Winnie and Harvey, which are a retired couple coming
Great
to
names.
Piston Peak for the Harvey, get it? RV right there, Harvey. They're coming to Piston Peak for their 50th wedding anniversary, so we got Stiller and Mira to play the parts. And they are the ones that we did record together.
Right.
Because they are going to come with a preloaded chemistry, having been married for 57 years. So all we had to do was just turn the microphone on and walk away and come back and mine for the gems. It was amazing.
Absolutely great. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you so
Great
much.
film.
It's going to be a
Appreciate it.
ton of fun.
We'll see you up in the Northwest for a little research.
The Great Northwest. Right?
Right.
right. Yes.
Good.
Indeed.
I don't feel very confident
No,
about this.
no. We'll,
No.
we'll call you.
No.
Be sure to leave me your card.
Yeah,
Let's get in touch with my people.
Okay.
Thanks.